Hello, everybody, and welcome to a segment of Billboard Comics that we like to call Girlfriend's Guide to Comic Books. This is a guide to the people who love comics on how to uh, keep up and with the hobby that their loved ones love so much. Um, and once again, caveat disclaimer: don't be misled by the title. It's not just for girls. It could be for any significant other or novice who wants to know more about the comic book industry. I'm going to tell you what I've learned over my 40 some years in collecting comic books. Hopefully, you find it useful. If not, I apologize. I'll try to do better next time. But if you do like this, please give me a thumbs up. The button's over there someplace. If you want to see more of these, hit the subscribe. And if you want to add to the discussion, leave a comment. All this helps me with, just basically trying to, you know, grow this and expand my reach as much as I possibly can. What I'm going to talk about now is runs. And if you think I'm talking about a certain scatological function, one, get your mind out of the gutter, and B, you'll probably find a whole lot of TikTok videos and TikTok reaction videos on this site that will help you with that. I'm talking about comic books as it comes to runs as it comes to comic books, um, and you might be saying like this is going to be the easiest one ever because runs are sets. Not necessarily. Every complete set is a run, but not every run is a complete set. Um, Basically, simple, too long, do not watch answer is runs are a series of comic books, usually in numerical order and in chronological order, um, that somebody collects. Um, Basically, it's like, you hear a lot of people saying, like, hey, I have a complete run of Amazing Spider Man from 100 to 225. That means he has every single issue between up to and including 100 to 225. Um, so it's not exactly like a complete set, but it's a complete set of that little span of time of the title or issue or series or company or whatever. It is a kind of a unique thing. Like people like refer to it as being runs, and it could refer it in many different ways. It could be like the example I just gave, a numerical run. You have every issue with a number span of a title's lifetime. Some people might collect runs of creators. They might have a full run of Fantastic Four, done by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Um, which would be, for the record, Fantastic Four #1 all the way through to 102. And if that is, make sure that guy picks up your dinner tab and buys you the round of drinks when you go out drinking together, because that's a lot of expensive books in that run. But I digress. Um, some people, collectors, focus on runs and runs exclusively. Some people might just want to collect every Todd McFarlane artwork. So uh, they might not want to get all of the Amazing Spider-Man, just the ones that the run of books he drew. And they might do the same thing for Incredible Hulk. They don't want all of the Incredible Hulk. They don't like Incredible Hulk #6, but they definitely want the stuff around 340 where Todd McFarlane was responsible for the artwork. Um, you'll see runs a lot of time, especially in like a focus on runs, especially in older books, like the stuff that date back to the Golden Age. Action Comics goes all the way back to 1938, and Action Comics #1 is worth millions of dollars, even in not too good condition. The likelihood of any human being outside of somebody who owns a business that allows them to have a whole space program to themselves will not be able to afford it. It's out of the reach of a lot of comic collectors, so people might be just satisfied with getting like all the run of Action Comics from the Silver Age forward, or from 1950 forward, or you know, like the 90s or whatever. That is where the focus kind of comes on for when it comes to runs. Um, Some may also collect storylines, uh, like especially if it's a big popular storyline, such as um, like the Dark Phoenix saga. Now that has a lot of books to it, so that's a pretty hefty run. But if you get the whole run of the books, that means you get the very start of the storyline, and you get every issue between that and the culmination of it, which is like I think 135, 136, something like that, or in the 130, mid 130s, mid to late 130s. No, 137, I believe. But don't quote me on that. So you might find a collector who just is looking into just getting runs that way. Let me try to look at my look and see that. But like you'll see people saying collecting, like when people are talking about runs, this is probably what they mean, like one of these options kind of thing to it. Um, how does this pertain to you as a person who might be buying it for somebody outside of like like a comic book collector? How would you know if your collector is more into runs than anything else? Again, going back to the whole not all complete sets are runs, but um, not all runs are complete sets. Not sorry, not all runs are complete sets, but all complete sets are runs. Segment. Um, if you're a comic book collector and you want to get every issue of a comic book, you are interested in filling in runs and stuff like that. Um, you have to figure out what books your significant other might need, and you might appreciate the help of like doing stuff like getting the extra one there. Um, although like a lot of times like that might work if there's like one or two things in there, but a lot of people like the like collectors who like the excitement of getting like a run of comic books, all in one. You find it all in one place. You find a comic book store that has all the issues you need from like say um, Batman from 467 to 592, and they have all of them, and they have a relatively good price, and you can get them all in one fell swoop, and you don't have to worry about getting anything else. You get the full run right there. There's a certain excitement and satisfaction that comes from that. However, um, there are times like where you might get like a run that goes from like 1 to 35, and then from 37 to 50, and that issue 36 is a killer, and it's hard to get. Uh, Having your significant other constantly look for that, and if he asks for your help for that, if you find it for him, that's a really good gift for him because his run is complete and he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. He can just like put it into the comic book box, put it into like his storage unit or storage space, and just forget about it. So that's a basic rundown of what is considered runs. Um, it's not that hard, not that difficult um, to consider, but nonetheless, it's something that novice people might not know about and might need to know. I think I've answered everything pretty much here as much as I possibly can. But if you have any questions, that's what the comments are for. Just let me know. If you have anything to add, because um, I might have been a little bit light on this. I don't blame you. If you have something to add, um, let me know. And yeah, and until then, we'll have another installment of Growing Up Comics tomorrow, and we're going to have another installment of Girlfriend's Guide to Comics next week. So until then, keep on collecting.